We have kings now. The king and the king in the 530 scoop-a-loop. Cashed it, 1,100 bucks. First place is 300,000. 3-bet from Danny Zort. We 4-bet. We're happy to 4-bet call here. Let's 4-bet here. Okay. Let's 3-bet with aces. 73.50 against Mariasia. In the 530, aces, ace, king. Good start. Print it, chat. There we go. We have 100,000 chips in the 530 milli. Scoop, good stuff. Raise 3-bet. So sick PL goes to the 4-bets. Yeah, we call. We have to. It sucks, but we have to call. Too good of a price. Hold. Okay, we're going to call 874 on the flop. We don't want to bet often, but when we do bet here, this hand likes betting big. Needs a lot of protection. So, raise to 3,000. And let's go for a check raise. But nothing. So on the turn, we'll bet then. Okay. And take it. Easy enough. We have the top pair against just hold, please. Yeah, we take it down. I'm going to close up this lobby. Fixed aces in the 530. Scoop-a-loop. Call here actually with ace-10. Start with a check. We're so close in a lot of these spots, you know? They're big pots. They're important. A lot of money on the line. It's really bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the rumble. I can't do anything about it. They're under the street, and I'm in my basement, so they're about me level. It's like shaking the earth. Go half on this one. Call this time. Let's just hold, please. On our start stack, bet of 4,200, we call. Weird bet sizing. We lead. We still have second pair, but they're going to have so many checkbacks, and they just don't have a pair most of the time. So against the checkbacks, we like betting, right? So we have king 4 clubs here in the 500 Sunday Millie. Well, it's a pretty bad board for us. I'm going to bet 2/3 and check 1/3 because it seems to be a good bluffing hand. But we roll a check. So we check. I like bluffing now. And it works. All right. I'm going to bet 4,000 into 11.5 against Grags. And lose to the 7.5 there. Too bad. We were in a better spot, but we're losing a few pots here in the 500. All in the 530. Oh, no. No, don't do it to me like that, man. Don't do it to me this quickly, okay? Listen. Too fast. Thank you. All in the 530. We like 10s. Mostly 3-bet as well here on this 33 blinds. Maybe we should just shove, actually. I think I make a mistake by not shoving here. I should probably just go all in And we now get 4 bets from Musan Talk. Call, I think. Call. Good luck. That's good. That's not. That's good. Let's go. All right, dude. 177K. It's going to get interesting. Let's raise up ace-8 suited here. Middle position. And we get a call from Bacco in the big blind. I would say I'm going to bet half the time here. We're going to check this time, though. I don't think we always want to bet. I think it's a better bet with ace-8 than it is with like ace-jack, for example. Let's check again on this jack turn. Just try and take this hand to showdown, basically. It's ace-5. We do 17,100. Good. Rom -6. Probably the leader in the clubhouse. I mean, he doesn't really have a shot, but shove the 2s though. Guess the raise in middle position. Get our chips back, man, and we just lost. We just lost those chips. Give them back. Cool. 8-7 suited. Raising a call. I'm gonna call as well. Streets. 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 Love watching you. Just wish Australia could play more of these. Yeah, man. It's so sad. It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. And I'm so sorry. I'm just sorry you got to deal with it, man. So let's bet here on the turn. What's the story we're hoping they hear? That we have a 5. But we will have a 10 sometimes. We'll have a 5 sometimes. And then we'll have some flush draws and we'll have some straight draws. And we just happen to have both, which is pretty nice. But we don't need it. We take it down. 203,000. 2 wins to win the pot there. Let's go to the ace-king here in the 530. We raise, get a shove all in from Bakes 22. Austria. We will be calling. Big pot potential, man. 85,000 in the middle. We get a cold call from Bacco. Well, that is pretty awkward, isn't it? Probably still in all in with ace-king. I mean, this is scary, right? Then again, ace-king is pretty strong. So I think it's still an all-in. Good luck. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Ace-queen, we're folding, and I'm happy all day. I think it's ace-king plus and jacks plus. So we shove. Ace-king, ace-king, ace-jack. All right. We chop up. Check call on the flop. Check call on the turn. River's a king. Take it down, 243. No more action there. What was it? Queen 10. Ooh, with diamonds. Sick. And a big, interesting sweat here with ace-king. I think we just squeeze call. Kind of reluctant, you know, like I don't really want to get it in against easy 88888. But I think flatting is not great, especially ace-king offsuit here out of position. I think flatting sucks. Against this stack, we're happy to play. Get a shove. They fold. Good luck. Come on, let's go! Huge berry on the river, chat. That's insane, by the way. Holy smokes. Holy smokes, dude. Let's go. 10x starting stack in the 530 scoop a loop. Whoo! You hate to have to run it there with the 8s, dude. You hate that. We see a 3-bet less than all in. We call against Ukraine. So clean. So nice. And we call flop. And stack off on anything but an ace, probably. I guess maybe like the king of clubs would be kind of painful as well. Raise. I only have half pot left, so just raise. Okay, 579, beautiful stuff. We 3-bet here. Ace king. Xander, huge shot here. Okay, run it. Need an ace or a king, chats, or a deuce. 400,000. In the 530, we flop the nuts. Run it. Good stuff, man. Good stuff, chat. We're back on 550. You'll love to see it, dude. We're going to call it 10-9 suited. Good squeeze spots up behind, which allows us to have the nuts here. By the way. Complete swing and a miss there. We can mess around sometimes, but, like, better than this, you know? Give me a backdoor flush draw. Give me some backdoor straight draws that are relevant, you know? Open the queen 10, get called by my own brother, Matty Ice. Small bet, 10K. Raise the king jack. Where did Matsuyama put it, by the way? I didn't see. There's a king jack. Get a call in the big blind from Plove 2. We, I would say half-half here, actually. We probably don't always bet. We want to bet quite often, but this is a good hand to check back with 2 overs, backdoor flush draw, a hand that doesn't want to face a check raise either. I think check back is okay. 5 in the turn is a pretty bad card for our range. But we see about a 10 into 34. Okay. We call because I think there's enough 8x and 6x and stuff. And ace high probably doesn't bet very often, right? So I don't expect ace high. Maybe ace deuce and ace 4. Check it down and jack 3. Well, that hand owned me, you could say. Ace king. Huh. I'm seriously tempting calling. The reason is it's nice to have some strong hands, and we do not want to get in 70 blinds here. So I'm going to call 2/3 of the time and 3-bet 1/3. We call. Nice, okay. Good flop. I think we want to check raise against small bets here. So let's make it 54K. Call, turns a 7. We keep betting here. Jack on the river. Maybe check, actually. I was thinking about blocking, but I think check is better. Ooh, same end. I mean, this is not what we want. Because if we 3-bet, he might just 4-bet pile, and it's like, oh, great, cool. So now we just got to run it, you know? Now we got to run it. So sick. Call with queen 8 suited. Go to a flop. Queen 7/7. Check. Matsuyama. Bogey there. Not ideal, but Schofel is going to give something up here. Schufel? Whatever. I forget. Schufel. Call. Turns a 7. We check. Good spot for us, right? We're very happy. Matt does have queen X in his range. He has aces and kings in his range. But then also we have a 7 sometimes. He has a 7 sometimes too, but we have slightly more. So in general, we're happy with our spot here, I think. Bet at 40K. We call. And check. We don't want to see a big bet here. It blows. We call. We call. But we don't want to see a big one. Nice. Okay. 580. We usually mostly call here, but I like 3-bet with the people behind us. So I'm going to 2/3 3-bet. 39K. I'm timing out in the top left, top right corner, table 3, because I mean, there's just so much action going on. It's crazy. We get 4-bet to 161. It's okay. We can fold. Getting a pretty good price here. Or not a good enough price, excuse me. I was going to call Munchin, obviously, but I think we can fold to the cold 4 here from Franco. We are playing crazy wild, but we're just picking up big hands here in the 530, you know? Picking up big hands. What happened with the ace-king versus Matty Ice? He also had ace-king. He also had ace-king. Raise, get a call from Franco. Squeeze all in, Munchin. Go on. So with a check call here on deuce 3-4 to the turn. Queen. Barrel on the turn. I'll fold. It's fine. Of course, if we have a diamond, we continue. If the card is a little bit different, we continue. But ace queen offsuit here. Going to call. It's a pretty cheap price. I'm going to be playing this pretty conservatively post-flop in that Franco chooses a really small size. I think a size that is not particularly concerned. So you bet have a third. Ace 8-3 is about as good as it gets, though, for a flop here. We're going to call flop and turn. Turns a king. Not as good of a turn. Ace, king, and kings beat us, and aces, but it goes check, check, which is so good. We likely have the best hand here. River 9. Check. Okay, take it down. The ace 10 here in the 530. We are 55 off cashing the tournaments. Everyone at our table is pretty deep. Shortest stack, 162K. It pays 591, as we can see in a second here. 591 places paid, 642 left. So 51 away. Min cash is 1142. We are 10 off the money, and we have kings. And Easy Live in the big blind has 527,000. Oh, boy. We get a call. All right. Queen 6-6 on the flop. We should bet. ICM is real, but we should bet here. So we bet 12,000 into 46. Min cash chat is $1,100. We are 10 off the min cash here. Very deep stack tournament. Bet get a call, 10 on the turn. I think check, check, and deuce bluffs, and also protect ourselves from like not having all in situations. This is a call though. Kings full of sixes. Do we go all in and lose to quads? I guess we just click it back, right? Because we want to get called by like ace jack and jack 9, hopefully. And like king 6 and queen 6 and 10-6. So I guess we just raise over the top. If we lose to quads, well, I might cry later, but we can live with it. Nice. Let's go. Let's go, chat. 770,000. Let's go, baby. Come on. We've made the money, chat. Redfeld hype confirmed. We've cashed for 1142.86. That's a good print. A good print. We have kings now. The king and the king in the 530 scoop-a-loop. Cashed it, $1,100. First place is 300,000. Second best hand in poker. If we're going to mark seniors here, right? Like people we know. Senior, my brother Matt. Senior, but firstly friends and senior here. This is who I know by name from like when I played there 3 years ago, right? 3-bet from Danny Zor. We 4-bet. We're happy to 4-bet call here. But also we will have some 4-bet bluffs too. I think 200K, 210K, maybe 220. 220K, I think is about right. Let's 4-bet here. And run it. If they shove, run it. Here we go. Don't be aces. I would be sad about that. I would definitely be pretty sad. Okay. Oh. Come on! Oh my goodness, dude, we have 1.5 million. This is so insane, man. This is such a big stack. I don't know if you guys understand how big of a stack this is. Are we chip leaders? We're the chip leader of the 530 milli. We're chip leader of the 530 milli. It's 300K up top, chat. We're the chip leader. You start with 50K in this tournament, so I have 60 starting stacks. So if you converted that to Chippy V, this doesn't work, but just bear with me, okay? Let's dream a little bit, right? If you convert it to Chippy V, it's $30,000 is what the stack is worth. It's not. It's probably worth like $18,000-ish, right? Like a little bit less than 2/3 of what it is Chippy V, but it's probably worth about $18,000, chat. 7-8 offsuit. I guess, man. I guess. Decent flop for us. Checks around. Let's check turn as well. Being in it and folding on 20 blinds. Check, check, check on the turn. River is a 3. They bet 37K. We call. I think it's pretty reasonable for half pot. After he goes check, check, check on the turn. We are bluff catching. And we lose to 9. Okay. We have aces down here in the million. Let's bet 32K. We're going to keep betting here. We would keep betting with bluffs for sure. But we actually have the goods in the 530 milli. 47 minutes left in the day. We're in 12th place right now. 1546 cashed. Okay. Print. Oh my goodness, dude. The ace. We're 14th place at the moment. Limp raise, I think, with aces is good. I think in theory we're supposed to limp call and limp raise some with aces, by the way, to include some really strong hands in our calling range, but I will just be limp raising. For 136, sounds about right to me. Let's click it in. Take that, Ricky. Take that, Ricky Morty, with the ace. How do you like them apples? Go to a flop. 7-6-4. Bets. Neither of us should hit this very hard, to be honest. I think I should bet bigger than this. If you think about the raise calling range, it doesn't hit this hard. I mean, 7, 6s, 4s, sure. Okay. But not 8-5 suited or 5-3 suited or 6-7 suited. It probably checks back. Not likely to be 7-8 or 8-9 suited either. We bet, and turn is a 3 of spades. Still going to bet. Again, I don't think they have very much 5x in the range. They might have some sets, but in general, we should have the best hand a lot here. And we have the spade redraw. Still getting value from kings, queens, jacks, 10s, 9s, 8s. Don't think they have very many 5s or 2-pair combos. With 656 in the middle, by the way. With 720 back, right? Pretty intense run out. Check. Well, we don't really beat much, do we, chat? The sick thing is, like, do they value on themselves with kings, queens, jacks, 10s, 9s? Probably not, honestly. Probably not. We lose to 8s, 7s, 6s. We lose to 9, 10 suited. We lose to 5x. We lose to flushes. We beat bluffs, which would be a 6x or a 7x that turns itself into a bluff. And if they don't know how to like hand read and they shove kings, basically. I think I have to fold though. Show cards means we got bluffed, I think. 8-9. 8-9 suited. Fair enough. Fair enough. Good bluff. Well, unfortunate river chat. I think we win often on the river. We obviously lose on a 5, although we wouldn't lose more money on a 5. We lose on a 10, all of our money. We lose on an 8 and a 9, probably. So it's an unfortunate river, but in general, I think I'm okay with how that played out. Just unlucky that they have one of the few bluffs they're going to have, in my opinion. Pocket threes. Raise from XN Aerobics. Plan is to call here. Go to a flop. So let's hit it here. 3-ball. No. Close. Jamie back in the pack now. Such a big stack before. Yeah, man. I mean, we had 1.5 million, to be fair. So we're only down 300,000 from that point. But, you know, we haven't made further progress. So still above average. Good position, but not, you know, we're not folding our way to the final table or anything. Fold the threes here. Nice. King, queen suited. We like it. We like this hand. We raise 42K. Call from Sfinimix from Brazil. We c-bet here. We have a stronger range than Sfinimix. Obviously, this board doesn't hit us, but we got to think we raise under the gun +1. We have aces, we have kings, we have queens, we have jacks, we have 10s, we have 8s, we have ace-10, offsuit and suited. We have king-10 suited, queen-10 suited, jack-10 suited, 10-9 suited, maybe 10-8 suited, pocket 8s, pocket 10. Like, we've got a lot of really good hands here, and we don't have hands that Sfinimix has, like, I don't know, like king-5 suited or something, you know? Turns of 5 of diamonds, though, which is not good for our range. I think checking is good. A river king is... I don't know why I feel like I can be Italian and kiss my hands like that. I don't know why. It's just what my heart felt. So we're opening up the door to get check raise bluffed here with our king queen. Right? It's kind of a thin value bet. King 10 suited, king 8 suited is a problem. Slow played sets is a problem. Nut flush is going for check raises is a problem. And they make it 600. I think we have to fold. It's a good bluff if they turn 8x into a bluff. But I think we have to fold. Our hand's not good enough. That's the risk we take betting the river. All right, so we have 4 minutes till the end of the day. Queen 8 suited. Nice. Nice hand. Joker min raises. We will call. I think this hand plays well post flop. I think it's plenty good to just take to the streets. But triple IX could ruin this for us by 3-betting here. 3 minutes left in the day. We fold. Oh no, dude. Oh no, look at this flop for Queen 8 suited. Look at it, man. We've cashed this tournament for $18.91 as of now. We got 9th place in the 55 big game for $1,200. Cashed the 55 mini milli for $230. So this is it. We don't get to play a hand, unfortunately. But hey, chat. Day 2 in 15 hours. 12.5, 25K. We are dealt actually a pretty close hand right off the bat here. 8-handed with the Jack-9 suited. I'm going to fold. Close, maybe. Here we go, man. What a hand to kick off. We're going to make it 52K. Looking for action. Against a 3-bet from most opponents on this 35 blinds. We're just going to be all in. All right, folds around to Pendle in the big blind. With our queens. And what? That's it? Come on. Hey, I'm not that nitty, guys. I'm not that nitty. Take it down. 950. All right. Ace-9 in the big blind. A playable hand against most positions. It folds around to the button. Good. So we're going to most likely call and take this post flop. Which is ace-queen 10. All right. It's decent flop. Now, we are going to 3-bet hands like ace-queen and aces and queens often. But that said, we still do have some ace-10. We have some queen-10. We have some king-jack. We have a lot of queen X. We have a lot of ace X. So in general, this is okay for us, right? They might have few more nutted hands, but this flop is still okay for the big blind. Bet on the flop, we call. Turns a 4 of spades. Sandersy may go for the, hey, I'm going to represent the nuts and bet really big and then shove river. And then sometimes shuts down as well. We need to continue with ace-9. I think it's definitely too good of a hand to fold for the price we're getting. So we call and then make a decision on the river, basically. Which is the king of clubs. Check. Don't need to bluff. Block bet doesn't really work with 600K here. And I don't think can value bet. So I think we have to check. If they shove, we have to fold. It completes some draws. We block one of them, but they can have a jack. They can have club draws. And then they can also have some other hands that might thin bet for value, maybe, like sets. So the gig is up if we see a bet here. 186. Still, I think a fold, probably. It's quite small. I have no time bank either, actually. I'm going to fold. Here it is, chat. Beautiful hand. We are going to raise. And against an earlier position raise, I think shove is the play. 23 blinds here. We see a shove under the gun. This is our moment, dude. This is big. This is big. Oh, my goodness, and a call. Still a shove, I think, with 23. I don't think we can get away from it. I mean, we fold ace-queen now. But, yeah. Nice. Okay. Yes. Okay. Hold. Hold. Come on, chat. Let's go. Huge pickup. 1.5 million, dude. You were thinking, oh, man, not a good start. We're back, baby. Let's go. All right. Queens. Beautiful. Love to see it. Start 3-betting, I think. You, in theory, could flick in a couple calls here. I don't think we want to in this spot. Especially with the dynamic of we've played a couple pots against Sandersy so far. They seem to be quite aggressive so far. I think we just want to start by 3-betting queens. And we get a call. Flop is deuce 3-4. Okay. Both of us missed this flop quite a bit. Bet. We're deep as well, though, right? So we have a range advantage here. Yeah, 3-bet pot, though. I'm going to bet 162. Quick fold. Ace-9 suited. Beautiful hand. I like this one. 2.5x raise from GM FBI. Kind of interesting. They 2.5x raise. At 40 blinds deep, you know. Stropos calls. We call as well. Let's see a flop. Oh, my goodness, dude. We check call here, man. Against Stropos. It should check the Stropos quite a bit. They bet, we call. Wow. It's a pretty fun flop. What? Checks around. What are we doing here, man? This is not really our board, which is weird to bet, so. Like, we're not supposed to have that many hands that interact with this board. Like, we have king 6 and queen 6 and 6s and king queen, but We have so much junk too. I mean, that's cheap. That's cheap. That works, man. All right, King Jack. We didn't get much. Sandersy raises. We 3-bet mostly, I think. It's a little bit awkward against Dalton, right? Because I don't want to 3-bet call Dalton. But then also flatting, we give Dalton permission to just like hammer, you know? Go to flop, ace jack eights. So our range of hands likes this flop. Our actual hand does not like it so much. But let's bet 162.5. Planning to check the turn if they call, right? Unless we see a jack. On a king, I think we would check. Turns a 7 of clubs. We will check now. Hope for a check, check. Love to show down against like queen jack and jack 10. And jack 9 suited. And rivers of 4. We hope for a showdown from like the few jacks that we beat, but then probably lose this pot. Sometimes get bluffed, right? And then sometimes we have the worst hand to show down. They can have ace X or whatever. The king also blocks some of their bluffs we want them to have. Like maybe they bluff king, queen, or king 10, which we block, right? So, okay with that, 1.4 million. Sandersy raises. We have the aces. I think flat here is pretty good. I'm going to 3-bet a third of the time. Okay, we rolled a 3-bet. The reason why I like flatting more at a higher frequency than we would normally, I mean, 33 blinds, 32 blinds, and 19 blinds, right? So a lot of squeeze potential, which allows us to sometimes, you know, get a sneaky all in from kind of a weak hand. I don't think we want a pure flat aces, so I still 3-bet sometimes, and we rolled a 3-bet, so here we are. Queen 6-4 on the flop. We're going to bet here. 1/3 is okay. Beautiful flop for aces with the ace of spades. You know, we're concerned about nothing here. Turns a 9. Bet again on this 9. Call. That's a pretty rough beat, I think. They did have 2 pair. I don't have anything really to say about that. I mean, they're called pre-flops, too wide probably, but it's fine. Just unlucky. Unlucky with the aces and a flush draw to lose there. That sucks. We get 177th spot, which is 2091.91. Okay. 2091.91. The 5th story of the year so far, where we had a chance to do something great, and we can't break through, man. Can't break through yet, but we'll continue to try.